PropChat, ultimate insights of trading with Sabio.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to PropChat. Here we discuss investment and performance with real market players. But today's different. We're not talking to a trader or a coach. We're talking to someone who knows everything about winning, an Olympic gold medalist, a world record holder, the author, and the guy the media once called the bad boy of French swimming. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amaury Leveaux. Hello, Marie. First of all, I'd like to thank you for accepting our invitation and becoming a guest here on our podcast. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much. But can you say your name, please? Because we totally forgot.
My name is Victor.
Victor. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, Victor.
So, as far as I know, you, sir, have quite a biography. Olympic medals, scandals, fame, world travel. The media actually called you the bad boy of French women. So, how do those two sides, I mean, the discipline and the chaos, how they coexist in you? And what would you say to people who are naturally emotional or volatile, yet want to succeed in something as structured as sports or trading? What's your advice?
First, I think French media exaggerate a bit because the reality of the things is I'm like super shy. They put, the stamp on me. I don't know if in English it's like this, the stamp like bad boy, the French about the sport. Just because in 2004, it was my first European Championship and it was my first final. And I have the top of the top, la crème de la crème, we say in French, the Netherlands guy. Van den Hogenband. And he was like a 3 or 4 time Olympic champion. Me, I was no one. Absolutely no one. And he said, do you think you can do something? I say, yes, maybe if I need to beat him, I will beat him. And it was my first interview on the national channel, governmental channel. So it was so. And after, media asked me to, for some interview with photo. They put me the stamp like, okay, you come from like ghetto, so you are a bad boy. But I'm super kind.
But you don't consider yourself a bad boy, right? Just a shy boy from the ghetto.
I know real bad boy, and I'm not, obviously. I'm just like my mother educate me. You need to be frank and you need to have honesty. Someone asks you something, just reply. Don't lie, just say the truth. You can be hurt, confused, emotional, but you ask something, I will reply from my heart. And that's all.
Hey, if you're watching this and thinking, damn, trading feels like walking a razor's edge, all that adrenaline, all those risks. Let me make 2 things clear. 1, at Sabio Trade, it's not your money on the line, it's ours. Even if you lose, you owe the company nothing. 2, that's exactly why we created Sabio Academy. It's where traders learn everything about money, investment, risk, mindset, not from theorists, but from top coaches who actually trade. You'll get deep theory, real strategies, and tons of practice, whether you're just starting out or prepping for a prop firm challenge. Check out Sabio Academy. This is the best place to get serious. All right, okay, but you can't succeed in sports without being tough. You can't be an athlete without the struggle and overcoming this struggle. So you're tough, sir.
For sure, you have to, and I think in all the job in the world, in every industry, you need to have the bad side and the good side, the kind side. You are athlete. When I have goosebumps just to say this, you don't see on the camera, but you are athlete. You go to win, to try to take medal, just medal. I don't speak about gold, just medal. You need to be a shark. You need to be a lion. You need to be like the lion. And, the animals. You need to focus on them. You need to find strategy, to make strategy, and have to say, okay, now it's time. So I was
you need to have some kind of a killer instinct, right?
Absolutely. It's a bit strange, and maybe some people will be like shocked about this, but it's a reality. When you check Federer, it's the most classy tennis, maybe the most classy athlete in the world. It's the best. He don't go to the court, to say, okay, guys, let's go to play. Let's see who will win. You need to be sharp. You go, it's like a war, it's strange, but sport, it's a war. You want to win, the best will win. And he's not the most kind. And he's not a bad boy or he's not about to be aggressive, to be, I don't know, to speak bad, to say bad words for some sport. Yes, for box, for example, you need to have trash talk and everything. But yes, you need to have the eyes contact with your adversary, your different teammates. And when I was with my team, for example, we win the Olympic medal, the gold medal. I watch them like a lion. I don't, when you are with team, every character, every people, how they works. So for some people, you need to say, okay, guys, for example, I will say Kevin. He's not Kevin, but Kevin, you don't need to aggress him. You don't need to have a trash talk with him. I have another teammate, for example, I need to say like, fuck you guys. Everyone want to kill you. Sorry to say this.
So
this
the
word,
eye contact is enough, right?
Eyes contact for some people, yes. And I achieved this for my first Olympic selection during the trials, French trials.
You, sir, trained hard to make your comeback for Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And then, between COVID, timing, and everything else, it just didn't happen. How did you deal with that moment? I mean, because for traders too, sometimes you make all the right moves and you just still lose because of something you couldn't control. It must be very upsetting, right?
I decide to be back for one reason. I feel I can do something. When COVID happened, I was like, thanks God, I'm not ready for this year. So you have like one more chance. I take this like a chance. I was not desperate at all. I play Call of Duty during all COVID, so I was fine. No sport, just video games. But the reality, I find something in me, like it was not finished about swimming. And I said, okay, I need to finish the story because I don't finish swimming in 2013. I said, okay, I have everything, so to have more, it's too much. And during 18, I said, okay, let's close correctly this chapter. I take bad decision, about the place I need to train. For this type of challenge, for me, I was supposed to change everything. Place, country, coach, far away from my comfort zone, But I have child. So I was like, okay, if I move in US, I was supposed to go to USC, and I went there. The coach said, okay, you will be back in France just 3 times until Olympic game. I was like, okay, so I will not see my son. Okay, during COVID, before COVID, you have WhatsApp, you have video call and everything, so it's easy. But to see physically your son grow, it was important for me, so I decided to stay in France. It's the biggest mistake in my life.
In trading, maybe 5% of people make it to consistent profitability. Is this the same with elite women? Just 5%? Or maybe even less?
I think because I'm French and we have a strange mentality in our country. No, I want to say something, but it's useless total. If you are in your comfort zone, you will make mistakes. You will not have teeth, scratching the floor. Just about this, you need to be hungry. When you don't know the place, you need to find new moment, new things to be in alert. You need to have alert. You need to watch everything. Okay, I don't know the place. how to explain you arrive in college after elementary school, you don't know anything, so you need to adapt yourself in the place. So you are focused. And you are focused about the most important things. When you are in your comfort zone, you don't care. It's like automatic. When you are in automatic mode, you made mistake. You rent apartment, you arrive, you need to create routine and everything. After 6 months, you don't think. It's like automatic. In sport, it's the same. You need to change place. You need to have sun because it's important for sport, to have the sun give good mood, vitamins and everything. So it was my mistake. I stay in the environment, like I want to say almost like shit environment. Because it's the reality. I know everything and I know people. When you know your coach, it was my mistake. We know each other since a long time. He looks like Christian Horner in the Formula One. The same face and everything.
But no car, right?
Yes. He was like a shark before with me. And I think with the time, he lost this spirit of the spirit of the win. And I was a bit in shock because he don't train me. So I was like, okay, boring. When I arrived in Los Angeles with Dave Salo in USC, he told me, okay, today it will be like this, like this, like this. Okay. And I say, tomorrow, you will see. Tomorrow it's another day. Just compete today with yourself. The day after, he changed he changed some tricks during the training, and it was nice. And in every job, you need to be like this. If you stay in a place, okay. If you don't have vision or you don't dream about something, you can work in the supermarket every day. It will be the same, and that's all. When you want to achieve something big, you need to change. You don't need to be stuck in one place. It's my feeling. If you decide to be first the cash guy and the cashier and you want to be director, why not? But you know what I mean.
How a young person, like a child, who starts with any sports, actually, it can be football, basketball, hockey, swimming. How should child or a young person, how should this little guy, he or she should cope with this idea that it's actually tiny little chance that he or she will succeed in this amazingly, just insanely hard thing?
I will repeat one thing I understood good. First, it's your environment. It's people around you. Second is what you want to do. You want to be champion, act like a champion. You need to have discipline. You want to be champion, everyone have 95 or 99%, they train the same. They have the same envy. They want the same things. So 1%, you need to try to put this 1% to transform in 100%. 1% is you go on the bed at 9 p.m. You eat very well. You need to eat healthy. You need to know your body. You need to listen yourself. My son, for example, he wants to swim. He wants to do fancy. He wants to do basketball. He wants to do a lot of things. I say, you will do what you want, but don't give up for bullshit. And don't tell me I'm tired. Training, you will be tired. During competition, okay, you will be on top. It will be super difficult. You can success or not. But during training, if you start something, go to your maximum potential every day. It was a bit my mistake when I was athlete. And now I understood. When I spoke with young athlete, I say, please don't complain. You decide. No one put knife in your throat to say you go to train. You decide. You pay your license for the year to do. So do it.
And you are responsible for your own decisions.
It's exactly this.
All right, but in your opinion, what exactly differentiates top performers from the rest of them? I mean, what happens to those who don't make it to that elite group of 5% elite sportsmen?
To be honest, the people around them. I don't have good people around me. It's not I have gangster or something like this. You need to have your coach. You train, that's all. But after, you need to have someone. When you cross the line, will say, hey, you cross the line. So shut up. Come back to the things. You need to, I spoke about the 1%. Everyone have talent. 99% of athletes have talent. And they work, they need to work the 1%. You need to have massage every day. You need to eat good. You need to do like a blood test because you need to know if you need magnesium or some shit like this. If you are not ready to do this, you will be not champion. Or, like me, sorry to say, it's a bit, maybe it will be arrogant, pretentious or something like this. I don't play with this 1%. I just try to optimize this 1% two times in my life. Before Olympic Games in 2008 and 2012. It was 6 months in 4 years. It's today we can say, okay, you have regret with if. In French, we say if. We don't know what could happen, but I just try 3 months before the trials, the French trials, the selection for Olympic Games. I don't know. I have like something like click in my head to say, okay, now it's time to train. And I train like very hard.
But
so for
do you remember that exact moment? Do you remember when it happened? I mean, how old were you?
Yes, I remember.
When you thought like, yeah, I've got what it takes to make it to that 5%. I'm better than everybody around me. I mean, as a sportsman, not as a human being.
As an athlete, you have routine. You have to train. Me, it was during the summer camp. Not summer camp. No, during the training camp in the sun place.
How old were you?
Today? 39. And when I was...
how old were you when it happened, when you realized that you were better?
2008, I have 23. Everything was... first, people need to understand everything was easy for me. In France, we say like griller les étapes. I burn the step, Normally, you need to have like a little education. I don't know if we can say this. You need to learn, you need to train, you need to understand how it's work and everything. I arrived in Olympic Games, I was like, okay, hello. And I was with, I don't know if you know Thorpe, the best swimmer in the world. I start with Michael Phelps. So he was almost no one. He was like top athlete. But for me, it was like, okay, I'm here. I understood like it's my place because I want to grow.
But what about Phelps? Did you know who Phelps was when you were young?
No.
Any swimming stars? No one.
I think like 99% of people, we discover Phelps. Athlete, 99% of athletes. They understood who is Phelps in 2003. We hear about this. But he was in Olympic Games 2000.
Can I ask you, are you considered to be the greatest swimmer in France history? I mean, by French fans.
Now, to be honest, in France, I'm very appreciated by the normal people, by institution and the corporate world less. In Europe, okay, now you have young generation and everything, and it's a bit like more calm than before, but people recognize me or in the sport industry and in swimming, everyone know me. And I appreciate, and they appreciate what I achieve. In France, and I think in a lot of countries like this, federation need to decide like 5 or 6 athletes and that's all, or less. And I never been, in the performance team, we need to put on reclam for marketing, communication or something. Because, I was, and today I can say this because I understood how I worked before, the image I have. I'm like brute, like diamond. I'm sharp. I'm I need to be polished and everything, and I was too real. I'm not fake. If I need to say, okay, shut up, I will say like, shut up. It's like this.
I'd still like to know, what do you feel inside of you? What do you feel when you, I don't know, you take a newspaper, or you're just sitting on your couch watching TV, and you see someone says, Amaury Leveaux, the greatest French swimmer of all time. What do you feel at that moment?
I say, why not?
That's
no,
fair.
it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's why not? Every time I say, you like me, you don't like me, I will sleep normal. It will not disturb me. I have my family. I have 2 sons. I have wife. My life is great. I have a lot of things to manage, and I don't need to manage what people think about me. It was my problem when I start to swim like this. I was thinking, the after competition, when you touch the wall, you see the chronometer, you finish like first, second, third, or eighth, like last. I was not in action. I don't think about this. And I start to work about this. Think about the moment, not the result, not the success. This you can't control. It's impossible.
Do you remember your very first significant paycheck for swimming? And how did you spend this money?
Like a totally debil guy. Stupid. Young boy. I come from... I don't have a financial education. My mom, she have 3 work every day. In the same time, she don't have time to help for school lesson or for financial lesson. So I received my 8.8K. So it was like massive. I remember in the past, you need to call your bank, you put your code, and after it's like, the salt of your bank account is 8,800 euro. And I was like, what the fuck? I received like, little help from Federation. So you need to give your check. And after they refund. And I go to my mom, I say, Mom, listen. I put speaker, I say, wow. And she was like this. I say, okay, I go because I have my driving license. So I went to the supermarket. I buy like 5 TV for all the family. I buy home cinema. Today I want to slap me. You can't imagine. I buy, just to tell like how much I remember this moment, I buy 5 Samsung SGH5. The double screen color, blah, blah, blah.
But weren't you enjoying
stupid.
that in the moment? Weren't you enjoying that?
I enjoy like crazy, but my son, I try to work with him, and I say, you need to learn. The money don't fall from the sky. Today, if my mom, when I was young, will say, okay, she said only one thing, keep the money on your bank account. I say, come on, to bank account for what? Because I don't know anything. Today, I would like to say to parents, they don't know about money. It's not about, okay, you need to keep on your bank account and you will see. It's not about to spend like shit. Why I spend money just to buy 5 TV, for example? We have apartment, okay, my mom have TV, I have TV in my room, but I have my TV in my training place because I don't live to my mom's house. So one TV, it was just for 2 days, every week, when I'm there. It's stupid. Telephone, you can change every year, but the money, disappear because your phone is lost money, decrease. You need to find something like, and I learned this with the mistake. You learn when you do mistake. When you are athlete, it's the same. You need to do mistake to success. I want to say to my mom, why you don't tell me maybe we can buy a car because our car was shit. Or maybe I can give to my mom, like a thank you. Take this money, we need. So it was a bit strange. And I think I do stupid things with my first paycheck.
Okay. Besides that moment with 5 TVs, with Samsungs, let's forget about that day. Besides that, were there any financial decisions early in your career that you really regret, or that you're actually were proud of?
I was proud of one thing. 2008, I received my Olympic money, the prize money from the federation. I think it was something like 80,000. The bank, I will not say the name because it's a big name in commercial. It's not like private bank, but you have a private part. The banker called me, say, okay, you need to take this stock. I was like, which stock? I'm in Corsica. It was island, close to France. It's like beautiful. I say, I'm in holidays. I just finish Olympic Games. I want Olympic Games, sorry. I just want to enjoy and that's all. Leave the money on the bank account. I will go partying. I will go around, but let's speak when I come back. No, it's important. It's your last moment. We finish the contract, finish the agreement, the sale. We'll finish soon. And I say, no, I don't want. I come back in France. I go to the bank to speak with the girl, but before the bank, I don't know why, because I think I do 3 times a year, I buy newspaper. And you have the big scandal of Madoff. And I arrive in a bank, so I read this, I say, you see this? She watched me, she was red. So she told me, okay, it was what I want to propose, I'm sorry. So she was honest with me, because she can say, okay, no, maybe it's for something else, but she said, yes, we discover, like you, the big crisis. So this, I'm proud about this, because I don't put my money in shit. I never invest in... I have a lot of idea. I know it will be success, this idea, but I never invest in the early stage somewhere. To say, okay, maybe it's time.
So no Bitcoins at early stages, nothing like that.
Now, I regret one thing. I was with my best friend in Ibiza, 2010 or 11. He told me, okay, let's buy a Bitcoin. I said, what the fuck is it? He said, no, he's not a bit, he's geek, total. Like, he go to the dark web, deep web, all the strange things. I know what is it, but he say, yes, you buy, it's like you buy things with a virtual money. I say, yes, but you pay with your card somewhere. So if you don't receive, you lost your money. Because dark web, the principle, the things is like you be anonymous. So yes, but in the future, you will see and everything. He said, do like me, put 10K. I say, no, I don't know. I regret today.
Right. But did anyone ever sit you down to talk about money? Or did you have to learn it the hard way? Did you have a friend who gave you advice about anything financial-wise?
Yes, I understood. Not really, and I'm French, and I live in France. Not no, it's different, but before, when I earn like a big money, it's a bit, I don't know in English, taboo. It's a bit like forbidden to speak about money, like how much you earn every month or how much you receive from. And I don't receive any advice, and it was a bit difficult for me because no one explained to me one day it will be finished, the easy money. When I was swimmer and when I stopped the first time, I think I was almost the first one, not the first one to say the first one, but they pay me for Twitter posts, like influencer. Brand. Sony, okay, we don't care about brand, but a lot of brand. Call of Duty, because I was almost like ambassador. They invite me for all the events, FIFA, for soccer, for TV show. They pay me for this. And no one explained to me, okay, one day it will be finished. You finish your year, you have 600K, you made this money, you earn, and it's gone. But every month, you have a new request. Do you want to participate to these things? It's like one night, it's 10K. Okay, let's go, give me money, and you spend the day after, because every day or every 2 days you receive something. Today I regret just about this, because I don't regret because I enjoy, I saw a lot of things, I connect with a lot of people. But people, and I think new generation, are more careful about money. My son, he say, why you buy this? It's too expensive. I say, come on, it's okay. If I give you one example, it was Sunday. My son have birthday. It's okay. I have 2 Zelda video game for Switch. I take one and I give to my friend. I say, come on, you don't give like second-hand things. Say, come on, we will not buy game, but the video game to my friend, I have 2. You waste your money. I was like, yes, it's nice. Thank you, my son. I love you.
But what about this friend of yours back in 2010? Bitcoin friend. Didn't he recommend you to buy Bitcoin back then in 2010?
He told me, you have to.
Yeah,
buy.
so he pushed you. So shouldn't we
Pushed
consider
me like crazy.
Yeah.
And
so-
I was like, come on, I'm in Ibiza. I want to enjoy. What I don't give a fuck, your virtual money and everything. Today, I'm like stupid, but in 20 years, we don't know what will happen. Today, if, 2000, I think it was 10 or 11, something like this. He say, you have to buy, blah, blah, blah.
But all right, from today,
He still have in his wallet. This is absolutely insane. He withdraw nothing.
I don't need to feel these emotions toward a man that I don't know. All right. So from this point, from this very day, what financial advice would you offer to athletes and traders who just starting to earn significant income?
I think first you need to what you like. When you don't like, you will be not super focused on your things, sport or investment, the same, or job. Second, you learn a bit the story about your domain, about your things. Swimming, okay, to know in 1922 who wins the Olympic game doesn't matter. Just you need to know your weakness and where you are strong. After, it's like, if you want to invest, this is the most important, you need to know about the company. Companies, they have a real company, they are registered. The roadmap, the strategy, the process, where they are on the process, the early stage or its launch, which step the company is, and the last things, and it's the same for sport, if where you want to be, it's scalable or not. This name, this word, I think everyone are angry about this because we are everywhere. It's scalable, don't worry, blah, blah. But I think it's the main things. I want to build one platform with crypto, and it fail, not because of me, because I have the vision, but I have the bad person around me. Strategy, where if you want to invest, the strategy of not your investment strategy, it's about the company. Know the company. Your mom, she has money, you will say, okay, why? Your brother, your sister is the same, your family. Your friend, you say, I need help, do you have 100? You say, for what? Why, when you want yourself, you want to invest somewhere, you don't ask yourself, why? And why this company? Why Bitcoin, for example? Why my friend? Because he I don't know. Everything he touches is like, mind gold.
It's all about this inner dialogue. You should always ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
When the team asked me to do this podcast, I was okay, why?
All right. That's the reason, sir. Yeah.
When my wife, we have one son, and she's okay, let's have second. I was like, why? It's a bit strange what I say, but it's the reality. You need to take risks in life, but you need to have rules. The rule is what? Okay, why I want to be on this company. I want to invest. After, it's like, okay, the situation of the company, the process. There are 10%, 100%, why not? Whatever. If you check, for example, LVMH, to speak about this, the group is a bit stable. It's not like 10 years ago, the stock increased like crazy. Today, you check, he find new place to invest. No, he's okay, sport and hotel, resort. That's insane. You need to find where, it's super hard for me to explain. Where you want to be, what you want, what you dream about. You want to invest, you want to do 1,000%. Okay. Return somewhere, but it's not like this. This time, I think it's past. Like before, the guy invests in Facebook, the guy invests PayPal and everything. He make a lot of money. It's super hard to find very nice idea today. And you need to be ready to earn just a bit when you start.
So, 12 years ago, you stepped away from swimming, saying you had nothing left to prove. You know, lots of traders, they just wrestle with collapse of inner purpose, identity loss, or just burnout. So, how do you know when it's time to stop and it's time to come back?
I will be a bit confident. I say this because first, I don't want to stop. But my federation, they were, and one more time, around me, it was not nice. Media and everything. Every year, if you check my palmarès, my achievements, every year I win medal. Every year. Every year, you read the newspaper, sport newspaper, Amaury will fail. This year is done. He go to party, he drink, he blah, blah. He's around Paris, he play jet set. He doing a lot of events, but we don't see him on the pool to train. Every year, I have something. So, when I stopped, I was like, okay, I earn everything, not only once, like twice minimum. I'm not like a tuning car, customized car. I don't need to have new wheels, new color, new, the flame on the door or something like that. Okay, let's give up and that's all. And it was the beginning of, social media influence. So I received money. I was invited in event. They pay me. So I was like, okay, it's fine. No pain, and you have the money. No pain, but gain.
How do you actually rebuild your identity when the thing that defined you was really gone? I mean, swimming.
The most difficult things, and I repeat myself, job, works, sport, wherever, is difficult and not easy to say, okay, now it's finished. You arrive in the end of the book. It's impossible for anyone to say, okay, I achieve everything. I'm done. Who can say this? Only one guy, maybe, Elon Musk. Not Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault. I want to say top 5 fortune in the world. They can say, okay, we stop Bill Gates, for example. He can say, okay, he finished the game 1,000 times. But he's still on the business. Warren Buffett. The guy, he think before he go to McDonald's. If he will lose money or he will earn money. You finish the game because you decide to. In sport, it's a bit different because sport, you need to be in shape, you need to have result. If you are pro, if you are amateur, it's different. But sometimes you don't know when it's finished. And it's not for the good reason when it's finished. You can receive harassment. For example, you quit your job because you think it's okay, or your company, but maybe you have financial problem, you have a problem with to manage people, your worker. You don't know. In swimming, it's the same. In sport, it's the same. Everywhere, it's the same. Where the story should finish when you decide, or the story push you to finish. That is the question, my dear.
If you're not the big money guy yet, that can change. At Sabio, we fund skilled traders with up to $650,000 in real capital. All you need to do is prove you've got the edge. Hit plus 10% profit during the assessment challenge, and you're in. In short, we give talented traders an opportunity to manage serious funds. You can keep up to 90% profit and completely change your life course. Think you've got what it takes? Then check out Sabio Trade. This is where the big game begins. Sir, I'm pretty sure that all these high-stakes situations that you've been through, they gave you tons of adrenaline on the court, when you were talking with journalists, press. But would you say that you're a naturally risky guy?
Before, yes. And you know what? We spoke about my first paycheck. Before I don't watch today. I don't see the day after. I live the moment. I'm still like this, but I'm more careful. It's like, you put me on the plane. It's okay, we need to jump. Before, I was like, okay, let's go. It's a bit strange. Or you go you go to nightclub. The guy is okay, take the bottle, like challenge. I did this with, and I was stupid, but mistake, you learn. You will success after, maybe or not. It's I don't know to explain this. You are alone. You are your own judge, and you have adrenaline. This is sure, and you need to take the. I don't know to explain the things. I'm sorry.
No problem. So you were a risky guy, but now you're not actually a risky guy. Is that correct to say?
Yes, I was risky guy. I don't. Today I'm more calm. I have a responsibility. I have 2 kids. I have my wife. I do mistake with previous company. Now I have a good one. I want to achieve something big, and it's not for me. It's for athletes. It's for my son, because my son, he give me an idea, so it's nice. I don't want to take stupid risk, because little problem, it's okay. When you have to manage big problem, it's not the same, and it start to touch family. It's a bit strange, but it's the reality. When you check Formula One, every time I say this, but you have Hamilton, and I think it was Raikkonen. Yes, Raikkonen. He just have chilled. It's okay. I was sure I will pass because he have like baby, so I don't want to crash the wall. I don't want this. I want to save my family.
So, as a guy who used to be risky before, in your opinion, what is it about risk that makes it so addictive? I mean, how do you know when it's a smart risk and when you're just chasing the high?
It's a good question, because I know when, for example, one decision will be shit, but I say, okay, let's try. I will manage. A lot of time it was the crash when I was young, when I was adult. It was the same. It's super hard to one more time to explain. I know I'm risky. I want to do. Just now I'm careful. Yes, I repeat myself, but I have family, so I just want to do something. I can take risk, but I need to control the risk. I don't want collapse in my life. Yes, it's this. I don't want collapse. I'm not ready to say, okay, even with money. Tomorrow it's okay, find me like a good place to invest. For example, Bitcoin, I believe in Bitcoin. Tomorrow I have 10 million, I will not put 10 million. I'm 100% sure it will be insane in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But I will put just 10 or 20%. I will control the gain I can have. And as an athlete before, it was the same. I push my limit and I try to find the limit of me until the crash. And I crash sometimes. No, I don't want this.
Talking about your previous career, what are some of the biggest risks you've taken in your career? I mean, which actually paid off? And were there any risks that didn't pay off?
I don't think I take like big risk when I was athlete. I just changed team. I moved from east of France to Paris. To Paris, I changed everything, because when you come from like a little city, it was actually big, but it's little city to compare with Paris. New environment, new everything. I was more focused. I trained better, but in the same time, it was a risk. You don't know the coach. And my first coach, it was almost my first one who discovered me, who find me somewhere in the shit hole. So he know exactly, before I speak, he know what I will say. And I want to change this, because I was like, okay, I will stay in the same level. I need to be like better. So it was a risk. It's not like crazy risk. Huh? My life was not in danger at all. But it was a risk. to stop just with 2 Olympic silver medal. Okay, it's 0.1% athlete in the world with Olympic medal. I have to. But I take this risk because I want to be Olympic champion. So I say, I have to move. So it was easy, but I knew it will be a bit shit and not easy.
Let's change topics a bit. You, sir, have represented France on the biggest stage of them all, on the Olympic stage, where the stakes are just massive, insanely massive. So how did you manage that kind of pressure? I don't know, any mental techniques to share with our viewers, maybe?
I was a bit stupid because when...
That's a good one. Yeah, nice technique.
No, I'm super shy. When I don't know people, I'm super shy. And when, just for the medal, you need to have the medal, the medal ceremony, you are alone and all the pool watch you. And for me, if you check video, I watch the floor. I'm afraid about people. And at the same time, I like to share, I like to speak, I like to discover things, to discover people, and it was not easy to manage this. So you receive adrenaline, you are happy, and at the same time I was like, okay, no. Like everyone watch me. Like, the little sad person, but I was not sad. And I became super fast confident with people. And after I do the clown, to measure the pressure, to control this pressure. I need to make a joke, or I need to have someone will make me laugh. And I lost the things. If you check athlete, for example, before the start, when they call athletes, different athletes, during before to compete, you have a lot of athletes, they smile or they do something. And they have like a mental coach. So, okay, you need to smile. When I start to do this, you need to have a smile. And you remove the, over pressure you can have on your body and can paralyze you. So I was like this. Super shy, but in the same time, super open. Super funny. Maybe I'm not funny now, but I try to control this pressure. And today I can say I don't control anything because I was like innocent. I don't understand what I was doing. I was in Olympic game for Paris 2024. I take a slap when I arrive in the pool. It was massive, people, and it was in France, so it's different, but insane. The pressure I can't imagine. Léon Marchand, for example, the French guy, trained in US. I don't understand. He achieved something insane. The pressure on his shoulder, no one can understood this. Like Michael Phelps in 2008. 8 races, 8 world record, and gold medal. It was pressure is super hard to keep this pressure. Like, okay, I put on my pocket and I go.
In your autobiography, which is called Sex, Drugs, and Swimming, you exposed a toxic side of professional sport. Drugs, favoritism, a culture of silence. We saw that same energy with the GameStop scandal. Retail traders felt like the game was rigged, that the rules are made by and for the dinosaurs. What would you say to someone who still wants to play the game, but no longer believes that the rules were made for people like them?
First, we spoke about dinosaur. Yes, the federation have dinosaur. This dinosaur, you have athlete with medal, and you have athlete without medal. Athlete with medal, you don't see in the federation. You don't see in the key position in the company or in the federation. Dinosaur, it's people, they train like crazy. They were super focused. They have like a healthy life. healthy food, healthy everything, mindset. It was the top athletes, but when they arrive in the competition, they don't win medal because it was so hard. So they arrive in a place, federation, they finish career, the sport decide to stop, they don't want to stop. Athlete with medal, they want to stop before the book closed by himself. And so, okay, now we want to work in the federation. So they start to, to put the pin for the federation. Okay, this marketing, I like this place. It's good salary, not a lot of work, and that's all. And they don't care about athlete. They pretend to care, to manage things, but they don't manage anything. They don't do the good things.
Do you still believe in fair competition or just in playing the game better than the rest of them?
Yes. You have like fair competition. You have... It's competition, it's sport, so it's easy. And I think it's less cruel than the real life. Like the real work, the real job. Swimmer, okay, you achieve, you don't achieve, you arrive, you have to, you success or not, doesn't change. If you're champion, it's different.
All right, let's change topics once again. You are a guy who speaks his mind, obviously. Do you agree where France is heading politically and economically right now? I mean, does politics influence your own financial decisions, or do you prefer to stay away from all that noise?
I think it's better to everyone is to have his own opinion, to listen what the government what to say to you, or in France, for example, powerful people own media. So it's super hard to have a correct vision about politics and about economics. Today, if I want to check something, I will check news from everywhere. In US, they speak about France. They say, okay, the country is fucked up. Paris is dirty, not safe. It's the reality. You speak with Parisians, they will say, no, it's okay. French people, they will say, no, it's okay. Today, it starts to be more noisy about this. People, they are fed up about the political decision. So it's different. But they influence a lot. And weak people, like without financial education. But it's full of nonsense at some point. And we have a lot of tax. Don't remember this.
Can I ask you this personal question? Are you really a fan of Macron, or you don't actually like him as a politician?
I work for my family and I put food on the plate for my family. In politics, they don't put food on my plate. They take tax. That's all. We put everyone food on the plate of politician. I don't want to say like Macron is nice, not nice. He is my president. I respect my president. Before we have another president, I respect him. We have Sarkozy. We have a lot. I have affinity for some previous president. Today, I don't have opinion. I don't know. First, I don't really live in France. I'm between Moscow, Dubai, Geneva. I move a lot. I travel a lot. So I'm a bit far away from this. And it's better. I burned my wings in 2012. I'm super careful.
All right. Let's change topics again. Let's talk about creature of yours. You launched Spantail.io to link athletes with sponsors. We basically do the same at Sabio. We back talented people with money, with capital. So why did you decide that this was the problem to solve?
It's simple, just my own problem. And around me, around the athlete, we spoke all together. You need to understand in Olympic game, 75% of athletes earn less of 500 € a month. So you have the situation, financial situation. It's not like, okay, you have the top athletes, they earn millions. No. 75% of athletes trained for Olympic Games, first, they are lucky because they have Olympic Games, the sport in Olympic Games. If you are athlete and your sport is not Olympic, it's like maximum 100 a month. When you're athlete, and I spoke about this in my book and a lot of time, you are athlete, okay, you represent your country. Every country in the world is the same. You train super hard. And you train like 30-35 hours a week, every week. You work. So you have to work. Because you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your food, you need to pay your coach and everything. And you study. Because when you will finish sport, it's gone. You don't have everything. So it's impossible for you as an athlete to be a super athlete. And you say, okay, we will see when I will finish. It's impossible for athlete to be only athlete. No one understood this. And I built this platform for this. I say, you are athlete, so you need to be professional. Today, the sport is not professional. If you want to have success, I don't know, you are a trader, sorry, you are trader, you do only this. You don't do a lot of things. Athletes, they have 3 jobs in the same day. They study, they work, so they do, they work in the restaurant or some shit like this. And they train to be champion. This is the biggest problem. And I built this platform, but I put the wrong people. They told me, okay, it's crypto, you need to do a lot of marketing. I said, okay, what does it mean marketing for you? Say you need to be on internet to send signal, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I'm not professional, so I follow you. And I failed, obviously.
When did it happen? I mean, how many years have passed since you launched Spantail?
In fact, when I want to restart swimming, I try to find sponsor because I have the idea of Spantail, but I need to know about economics. So I come back on the pool for not only one reason, but it was one of them. I asked to find sponsor. And one guy said, okay, I want to meet you, I want to sponsor you, and I want to build crypto with you. I said, it was medical things. Okay, we don't have time for this because it needs bullshit.
Maybe someone from our internet audience, they will step up to become a sponsor.
Maybe, but I am not athlete anymore.
I just wanted to know, as a business owner, not as a swimmer, what have you learned while running your own business? Is the hustle of entrepreneurship more intense than elite sport?
I think you have more responsibilities because you can say, okay, I have coach, I have blah, blah, I have blah, blah in entrepreneurship or athlete. But athlete, you fight. If you fail, see you next year. When you own business, it's your business. If you fail, you don't have okay, see you next year. You don't have the media to say, okay, sorry, to send excuse or to apologize. In sport, you can say, okay, sorry, I was not in shape, blah, blah, blah. Entrepreneur, you start something, you fail. And you have the black bread on the table, it's... I failed in sport. I come back home, and I go to party. I was not affected. When you are entrepreneur, and today, it's like a roller coaster every day. Every day. You run about the time.
May I ask you, what else did you invest in aside from your business? Maybe real estate, maybe crypto or something else?
Nothing, because before I earned a lot of money, I was the stupid athlete.
Stupid athletes with 5 TV sets.
Yes, why not? But it's real. And you have a lot of athletes like this. You take Mike Tyson, for example, he make bankrupt. You have, before, new generation are totally different. But you check soccer player in Europe, they were bankrupt too at the end of the career. We earn, not all, some athletes were lucky, and I was part of it. We don't do the good decision because we don't have the good environment. It's just this. Today, and imagine when I was athlete, I earn a lot of money. Friend asked me, oh, if you need to invest, I want to buy apartment. I say, come on, the bank will not give you like 200K. Take parking, it's 20K. You take one, after 2, 3, 4, after you can do like hypothèque and you can ask 100, 200. Why I don't do this? I was so stupid. For real. I don't say because it's podcast or something like this. I was so stupid. I was okay to put 20 Dom Perignon on the nightclub, to have the flashy shit.
We all did some
hard.
flashy shit in our youth days.
But it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
Good memories.
Something to remember about. Since we are the prop trading show, sir, I want your honest opinion once again. What do you think about what you think of trading? Have you ever tried it? Do you think it's legit?
It's not forbidden, so it's legit. To trade, yes. I think, everyone can trade. But the result, it will be different. You have 1 million to trade or you have 1 cent, you need to accept you will earn about the money you invest. If you can put 1,000, okay, it's fine. Just put 10. Don't put, when you don't know anything, if you want to trade, put 10% of your capacity. You will be not fucked up and you need to be ready to lose your money. The first thing every time. You need to be ready to lose.
Yeah, that's wise. Since this is an investing show and you've got a bold opinion on pretty much everything in this world, I want to play a quick game with you. It's called Hot or Not. Mm-hmm. I'll name some assets or investment ideas, and you give me your gut reaction. Like, is it hot? Like, I'd invest in it. I believe in it. Or not. Like, sell it, avoid it, just stay the heck away from it. So feel free to comment on your choices if you want to. So if you're ready, we can start.
I'm ready.
All right. The first one, let's say Euro USD pair.
I want to speak Russian. Imagine I want to say fucking pizdiet.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry. No.
I've heard it before.
No. If you... before euro, you have franc. With franc, you have more money. You can buy baguette. And I have my candies and cigarettes for my mom. Today, with the same price in 2000, and today I buy what? But I don't know if I can have a bottle of water.
Half a cigarette.
USD. Yes, it's more expensive today. And US dollar, they can print. Like you have no limit. So for me, it's a bit no, absolutely not.
Not hot. Not
hot at all.
All right. Another one, let's say Bitcoin.
All in. You don't put all your eggs in the same panel, but the same basket, sorry, but yes, hot. I really believe of this.
Right. Let's continue with Dogecoin.
I think it's too late, but in the same time, maybe not. It's super hard to understand the things. I remember I buy not a lot, not long time ago, but before COVID or just after, just a little quantity, just for 20 euro or something like this. After it was a bit crash. I don't remember exactly, but I don't earn a lot of money. I was wrong because it take a big value, but this I don't arrive to medium well, not hot.
All right. I can feel that. Yeah. All right. Another one. Let's say France stock market index, also known as FR40.
You have some company and you just need to check the demography. Old people, we became old. We have less, no, we don't have less kids. We don't have kids like before when you are 18 or 20. People, the young generation wait 30 or 35, 30 plus to make baby and everything. So you need to invest in medical shit. This, I think it's nice.
Medical shit is nice. Absolutely.
The biochemistry, blah, 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 we start to hear more, about this. The rest, luxury things, okay, it's past. I listen my son. I say, okay, you want t-shirt? We go Dior or Nike and everything. I don't care. Just I want white t-shirt. So I think the people, they will be more careful about, my son, I smoke and I need to stop. My son says, okay, stop to smoke because your health will be fucked up soon. Think about this. And sometimes we walk to the school, it's okay, you don't need, if you have, he told me, I will have healthy life. I need to eat good, I don't need to smoke, I don't need to drink. First, I waste my money and I will lose my health. So you need, today, if you want to invest in the France stock market, you can invest in the future. So it's, I think about medical things, it should be nice.
So is it hot or not for FR40? In your opinion?
Yes, it's hot. It can be hot.
All right. Let's try another one, like Tesla.
I will say one thing. I will compare with our remote. We have battery. We don't arrive to recycle this battery from our remote. Since 20 years, we have remote. Tesla, it was nice. It was hot maybe 5-10 years ago. 10 years, I think I'm a bit pretentious about this. It's too late. It's not hot at all. What you can build better. Now you go to China, you have crazy electric car. Sorry, Elon, but your car are fucked up now.
Have you ever had the temptations of buying Tesla or electric car?
I have this temptation. I rent one to try, and I lost 2 hours to go to Courchevel, and I say, never again.
That's fair, sir. I can feel that. Let's say cannabis stocks.
No, I think government, they will legalize and it will be fucked up. No, and it's not legit at all.
All right. And let's finish with startups like Spantail.io.
You just need to, I need to take my phone to put the app I built, Splinker. Invest in my things. No, yes, startup like Spantail, yes, hot. But check people around before.
That's wise. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's move back to our main interview. Let's talk coaching. What made your best coaches the best of them all?
About me or about in general?
Let's say in general.
In general, I will say our French team in '98, they became like for the first time Olympic champion. Before the Olympic champion, world champion, sorry, in France. All journalists, all the France was like, okay, we don't like this team. And the coach, he received harassment. But he stay focused. We want result. He trained his team, like he managed his team like never. And his success. Christian Horner from Red Bull, it's the same. It's super coach. You know, you have a lot of coach, but they all have the same things. They just want one result. They don't give a fuck about people who say what. They have the road. They have roadmap.
So they better have a personal approach to each and every athlete that they train.
I have, for example, 2 coaches in my life. The first one, it was like a father. Okay, so he know everything about me. It was like a second one, he scream on me. If you need to... But you have video in French on YouTube. The guy is okay, champion du monde de mes couilles. How to translate this? Like world champion of my balls, you know, like... I don't give a fuck, you are a world champion, Olympic champion.
Okay.
He was super rude.
In your opinion, do top-level athletes ever outgrow the need for coaching? Or is it always about having someone who can simply, who can see your blind spots?
What is it, blind spot? I'm not sure.
Something that you don't see.
The best coach is and top athletes, they don't see this blind spot. Coach see this.
So no matter how old, no matter how successful, any top-level athlete will always need a coach, right? You can't coach yourself even if you are the best in the world.
Of course. Sorry to say, but of course. Alone, you go fast. Together, you go far.
What are the best performance or life lesson that you have learned from your coaches?
Don't listen them. Believe your instinct. Just listen about coach. If I need to think about this, yes, don't be affected. The coach, is not here to put water on the grass or for flower. He's there to give you the best training to be the best and to success. He's not here to put you in shit. Your friend, they are there for this, to put you in shit. Coach, no.
Right. Have you ever coached someone yourself?
Coach, no.
No, and you won't ever do that.
I do one. No, I do once with kids, with a little one. He was like 9, something, no 10. It was funny, and I do because I want to meet the father because he asked me, and I have feeling I need to. But I don't want this. I prefer to be on the stage, and to share moments, like not a coach, but like a speaker.
So you see a small opportunity of you coaching in the future, just a small opportunity, small chance.
Very small. I don't arrive to learn swimming to my son, so someone else.
Have you ever received financial advice from mentors or professional investors? Maybe they approached you as a famous sportsman, or do you make all of your financial decisions just by yourself?
I never. The only once advice I received, it was my second coach, and he told me I need to put income and outcome, on the paper. And he said, at the end, the money you have to spend. That's all.
Did you follow?
Before, no.
And now?
And now, yes, I know how much I earn and how much I need to pay the invoice, the check at the end of the month. And I think you became more target about this number just because you start to build your family and you start to earn like money and you know about your mistake.
But what lessons about money did you learn through your experience? Let's say, how did your approach to money or to money management evolve over the years? Just keep it safe, don't waste it, or maybe something else?
I think I learned with mistake first. And I have a lot of regret about my past. So today, my phone, I need to change next year, for example, because new one, no, it's totally stupid. I think like I really need, okay, yes, why? I repeat every time, yes and why. It's just for this. You need this. Why you need to spend 1 or 2K in the phone? The phone today is to call or to send WhatsApp. The phone, they build phone you can go to the moon with.
So it's inner dialogue with yourself again. Always ask yourself why you need it, right?
Tomorrow you put 20 million on my bank account to say, okay, if you want to invest, go. I will go, I will check my network because I have, and this is super nice. I have network. Financial guy, like strong company, big company, LVMH or whatever, you have a lot. I will ask them, okay, I will question my network. Where you invest? Do you know the future of of one company we can invest or something like this? And I will check after if it's a good one.
At some point, everyone needs a coach, someone who can see your blind spots, sharpen your thinking, and push you past your limits. That's why at Sabio, we offer more than just capital. We offer mentorship. Our mentors run private one-on-one sessions to help you refine your strategy, master your mindset, and stay focused when the pressure hits. This kind of guidance can change everything. Check out Sabio Mentorship. It's like having a coach in your corner every step of the way. All right, that's fair. Absolutely fair with me. You've once mentioned visualizing races, walking through every movement in your mind. Can you break that down a bit for us? I bet our traders could use it when prepping for prop firm evaluations or when prepping for high pressure setups. So could you please share?
Yes, for sure. Well, I start, and we spoke about this before, to think about the result. You succeed, you compete, you arrive first, you just visual the success. Media, money, what you can buy, what you will say, what people will think about you. And one day I change one thing. I take a coach, mental coach. And they say, you need to think about the instant. You want to be the best, control what you can control. I swim 100 or 50, say, think about this 100 meters and this 50 meters. That's all. After, you can control. Tomorrow, I told you, okay, I give you 1 million, you need to invest, you will receive 10 million. Immediately, you will think, okay, 10 million, I can buy a house, I can buy a car, I will do this, blah, blah, les filles, the girl and everything. Think about the process to success, to have a success. And success is not you will be on newspaper or something like this. Focus on the work.
But you're saying success, but it's not always success. Sometimes it's a loss.
But what does it mean, success for you? Success is not about money. It's not about to be on the newspaper or something like this.
But I
have kids, for example, women. Okay, we like as a parent, but when you want baby, you need to wait 9 months. You are not focused about the first year or second year. You are okay. He's on the belly, so let's enjoy. It's super stupid what I say one more time, but it's the reality. Think about the moment. I don't think Marvel, for example, when you have new opus in a movie, you have new movie, they think about the result. Of course, you have people who manage the result, but the video maker, he need to be on the action. You need to be focused on the work to have the best result. And after, maybe you have the success or you succeed.
All right, but as a sportsman, how did you maintain your confidence after a loss?
Yeah, I can't say this because I want to say I don't give a fuck. If you check the news, it's simple. 2011, I don't arrive to have my ticket for a World Championship. Okay, the competition finished at 6 p.m. At 2 a.m., I was in the nightclub to celebrate. But I finished 4 in the lot of competition and I was devastated because I have the potential to win the race and I was thinking about the result and what I will say to the media. So there I start to be focused on the race, I succeed.
But did you have any rituals or, I don't know, weird habits before a race that actually helped you ground yourself, to calm you down?
To calm down, I do this. I do with you don't see my finger, I don't know, but I do like
fingers,
inch.
yeah.
And after you do 1, 3, 4, 4, 2, and you come back. And trust me, after you do opposite, and I don't arrive. No,
that's difficult.
You just need to be focused, or you have the exercise with transparent ball, like tennis ball. Okay, you have one turn like this, and you have another one. After, do with your finger. After you do like
different directions is very tough. Oh, my brain just can't compute that.
And this you do this is just to occupy your brain, and you stop to think about this. It's a bit strange, but it's the reality. You need to clean your thought. So start to think something, do something difficult. Do just this with your finger, you will see. And I still do this.
In your book, you wrote openly about substance use in the French women's scene. And in trading, we see addictions too, stimulants, overwork, gambling. So I really have to ask, what do you think people are really chasing when they turn to that stuff? And does it ever actually deliver what they think it will?
I think, it's a 90s topic. The new generation is what I can see, and for sure it's different. But workers, they go in the bed more early. They do less parties. They almost don't drink. They don't drink. They need to be focused on what they did. I know a lot of traders before they make party like crazy 20 years ago, and they were young. Today, the guy is okay. I don't want to die tomorrow, so I need to have healthy life, and I need to have my brain to think correctly, not to go out of the road. I don't know, to cross the line when I need to be like super focused. I need to have 100% of my capacity. So people start to understand body, your body, it's your worker tools, So it's your costume to work. So you need to be strong, and you need to know your body. You need to take care of your body because you have only one body. Okay, the car, we don't care. You can change and it's fine. But your body, your mindset, you need your brain. You have only one brain. Now the new generation understood, like, to take some stimulant, drug, or something activate your sense is not good, because they want to stay longer on the business. They are not like one shot. And gambling, it's gambling spiral. It's easy to fall on this system, and you are pushed by the different company. Baiting, for example, it's crazy.
In your opinion, as the most accomplished swimmer in France history, in your opinion, is it possible in today's sport, in modern day swimming, is it possible to become champion, to break records without substance abuse?
100%. 100%. We are in... maybe I'm a bit too soft about this, but yes, I compete with people who was doped, but I win. I lost against them. Everywhere you have cheater. Sorry to say, but it's the reality in every place. And about this topic about doping, for example, one guy, I think it's the first investor of Meta today. It's Facebook before. He built the enhanced game. Enhanced game. It is. C'est tech athlete, and you take doctor and everything, and they do doping program for you. And they will organize next year a big competition in Las Vegas. Just, it's crazy.
May I ask you, which race or competition stands out as the most defining moment of your career? The one that you'd actually like to go back just to relive that moment?
Which one? To be honest, the Olympic game, 2008, 2012 too. Because 2008 we lost for 0.08 second, and we win in 2012 for 0.15 second. So it's nothing. We lost for this and we win for this in 4 years.
Please allow me to cheat. If you had to choose just one of them, one of those two, 08 or 12, which one?
To be honest, 8, because we lost. We finished second, so we don't really lost. But for us, we lost.
All right. It was in China, right?
It was in China, yes, Beijing.
Do you ever miss the structure of a training schedule? nowadays? Or did you enjoy that chaos after sports? And what's better for you, to be inside that timetable with you're waking up at 6 o'clock every morning, or is it better for you, for your soul, for your, for everything that lives inside of you, just to wake up whenever you want, just to go to sleep whenever you want?
Training schedule, trust me, all athletes, they don't want to have back. The only things it miss in this business, like sport, it's a target. Every year you have 2 or 3 targets. Every year, in December you have the Little European Championship. In March, you have your trials, so selection for the big competition of the summer. In the summer, you will be on top physically, mentally, and it will be the World Championship, Olympic Game, or European Championship, the big one. And after, you have 5, 4, 6 week holidays, and you are back on the business, and you restart. You have 3 targets, 3 objectives every year. This it's miss, and I think for a lot of athletes, it's when you stop your career, it's absolutely insane. You wake up and you're like, okay, what's next? You don't know. You are a bit lost. Athletes are lost about this. Target is miss. Just this. Not training, not chaos after sport, because it's more chaos when you stop than when you were athlete. You finish the competition and you go to party, you go to do things. It's a silence, It's a bit strange. After Olympic Games, for example, you live 4 weeks all together, French team. We are all together. Our athletes from different nations are all together. You arrive in your home, you put your baggage. If you are lucky, you put your medal on your table. You sit, finish McDonald's, free McDonald's, the restaurant, the Olympic Village, the effervescent things. You are alone. You don't hear anything. And you're like, it's gone. It's finished. Next. And next year, immediately, you need to remobilize yourself to say, okay, next year we have a new target, new objective. These things challenge, miss.
I see. Well, can I ask you, what's the most ugly, what's the most unhealthy thing that you allowed yourself to eat without your coach knowing about that?
It's better to say what is the best.
No. What's
you
the
eat
worst?
when you're athlete. I eat only shit. When I was athlete, I can
you
go
ate
to
everything?
McDonald's.
Oh.
I was not Mr. Salad. I was not Mr. Vegetable or something like this. Chicken, white chicken or something like this. I was eating sorry to say, but like American. So shit.
All right. I believe we will introduce you in the beginning as Mr. Salad. All right. You have won Olympic medals. Mm-hmm. You broken records. You pissed people off. Walked away. You come back. After all of that, what drives you now? I mean, maybe something deeper, some life philosophy of Amaury Leveaux from 2025.
Is something is not to say, but I want to change the image of me, like what people think about me. Not and it's not to say, okay, people, I'm not like this. Check, I'm good. No. I know all the mistake. I learn a lot of things, and I want to change everything. I earn a lot of money. I party a lot. I don't need to party, but I need money because I spend this money like a stupid guy. So now I know exactly what I want to do with the money I should work. I should earn. And I build one platform for athletes. The name is Splinker. It's not reclam time, don't worry. But I want to help athletes because they need help. I want to help team because they need help. They really need help. And I know I build something. It's like by athlete for athlete, by athlete for team, by athlete for sport. We know better than everyone what athletes yes, I count myself inside, but they need. They need money, but it's not to speak about money. It's not about money. They need a little help, I never received the hand like this. Okay, come Amaury, I will help you. Or I will advise you for something. So my things, yes, it's I learn about my failed, about my mistake, and now I know what I need to do, and I'm focused about this. Take risks, break rules, make mistake, and have fun.
Well, I almost forgot about this one. As of now, as of 2025, is there any young swimmer, a guy or a gal, who you look at and you think, oh, that's the next big star? This guy or this gal, she or he will be Olympic champion in about, I don't know, 4 or 8 years from now. Who are they, if there are such people? Or you just don't watch swimming anymore?
To be honest, I don't know a lot of swimmer. No, I know the big name, but I don't really watch. I watch sometimes. Léon Marchand, yes, you need to follow this 100%. But after you have Macintosh in Canada, it's like a great swimmer. It's a girl, but I don't know. You know, it's watch what. Sorry to say, it's a bit advice, but watch the sport you like. Prefer, for example, Formula One. I think I know more drivers than swimmer.
All right.
Today.
All right. Maybe there's a young driver in Formula One who you see as the next big thing in about, I don't know, 3 or 5 years from now. Maybe you can predict the champion of 2031. I don't know.
No, you have Pastry. It's a fight with Norris, Leclerc, Gasly. You have Antonielli.
Gasly is the youngest of them all, right?
No, the youngest is Antonielli. And this guy, he come from nowhere, not nowhere, but F4, and he arrived in the Formula One.
Mm-hmm. And
changed category.
In your prediction, what's the year when he can become a F1 champion?
You know, it's impossible to say. It's like Léon Marchand. No one saw him arriving.
All right, I have to admit it was a bit silly. All right, bye. All right, if someone said, I know, if you heard in the street someone saying, "I want to live like Amaury Leveaux," what would you warn them about? What's the part they don't see on Instagram?
First, you need to slap this guy. I need to slap this guy. Because, you know, Amaury Leveaux, you have one, you are like unique. Everyone is unique. You can copy some things. When I was athlete, I was fan of 5-6 swimmer when I start. And I tried to swim like Alexander Popov, the Russian guy, because freestyle was insane. I was watching like Australian, because it was the top athlete. And that's all. It's you can try to be like me, but it's impossible. You will be lost. No, it's not an advice at all. It's better not.
The final question is here. What advice would you give to someone looking to excel in a competitive field? No matter, is it trading or is it sports, just competitive field?
Put on paper what you want, what you don't want. It's more easy to put what you want that you don't want, and be focused of what you don't want. Put your target, what you want, why you wake up every morning, for what, for which reason. Just about this, and don't waste time. The time flies. I have almost 40 in December, so it's fine, but I swear the time flies like crazy. Don't waste your time and don't say, okay, see you tomorrow. I will do tomorrow. Do now. Tomorrow is too late.
Very, very thought-provoking. So that's a wrap on this very special episode of our PropChat. So thank you for coming, Amaury, and thanks for your honesty and all these great insights. We're wishing you success in each and every step of your way. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
PropChat. Ultimate insights of trading with Sabio.
So that wasn't really about sports or money. It was more about what it really takes to live on the edge. If you felt that energy, hit the subscribe button for more interviews like this. Thank you for watching. And by the way, That's a great day for trading. Just think about it. See you very soon.